Jeez. Hey, folks. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a special edition of Night at the Movies. We're reviewing the original Star Wars Trilogy in celebration of the new Episode 7 coming out this December. With me is my good friend Shoe on Head.
Hi.
Now, I am an avid fan of Star Wars, and June, on the other hand, has only seen the original trilogy once.
Yep.
Just recently, in fact, and we are here to look at this movie from the perspective of somebody who grew up with it and somebody who has just been introduced to it.
So as you guys know, I told the story of Star Wars without seeing it first, and you can click it right here, go to the thing.
Is it here?
Yes.
Or is it here? Is it there?
Put it here.
Put it here?
Yes. Edit it here.
Somebody will put it there.
So click it to go see it. Yeah, I never got around to watching Star Wars, and we finally did. It was really good. It was actually better than I expected.
Sweetie, want any popcorn?
Mom, I'm recording a movie review!
Are you down there with that Shoe on Head?
Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of my girlfriend!
You better be making me grandchildren.
She sounds like some people we know.
So the first movie, A New Hope, was it what you expected?
The entire trilogy was just a lot better than I expected. A lot funner. Like, you know, you see all the Star Wars fandom, it kind of seems overhyped. But it wasn't overhyped. It was actually really good, and I enjoyed it. And I don't think I'm as big as a fan as you, but I'm definitely a fan now.
Yeah, I mean, if you base something off of its fandom, you don't really get a good idea of what it really is.
Yeah, like if we based you off your fandom, that would be, no, I'm just kidding, I love you guys. Just don't base anything off the fandoms.
Do you remember the basic plot of the movie?
Yeah, it was actually, you know, your basic hero story.
Yeah.
Almost like a fairy tale in space, I kind of call it.
That's a pretty good way of putting it, yeah.
I really liked it. Luke was just kind of the underdog almost. Like he grew up in freaking the space desert with his aunt and uncle. He became a hero. He saved the entire planet.
No, we saved the entire galaxy.
Oh yeah, the galaxy. Yes, galaxy is the biggest place on Earth. But they
Now, considering this movie was made in the 70s, what do you think of the quality? Now, keep in mind, folks, I did show her the Blu-ray version.
It's a pizza airplane.
No, it's Star Destroyer.
You're a Star Destroyer.
No, Star Wars is a Star Destroyer.
What?
I'm gonna put up a picture of Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher.
Wow, Jesus.
So yeah, keep in mind, I showed her the Blu-rays. I didn't show her the original cuts of the movie.
He owns every single version of Star Wars. Like, his whole collection, like a good maybe like 1/4 of it is just Star Wars crap. He has like this fold-out thing of Star Wars. He has like all different versions of them, like 5 of the same movie, different versions.
Yeah, I'm one of those stupid fans that shills out all the shekels for
Probably
every
like
single
watch
version.
every single one of them. Like,
Oh, I'm such
really,
a whore.
You love Star Wars.
God. So, considering it was made in the 70s, do you think it holds up today?
Yeah, nothing felt too cheesy. Like, the graphics and everything were all done there. Like, nothing was really computerized. They used models for right? Didn't they use a model airplane to show flying in space?
Yeah, they were all models and puppets and practical effects.
All the practical effects look better than the 3D effects and all of those things. The cartoony stuff or like annoying explosions. Like you watch a movie today and it's like there's just unnecessary 3D animation and special effects everywhere, like Transformers, explosions, giant robots hitting each other in the face. And then you watch this movie and it's like everything is relevant, everything is just perfect, and nothing's overdone, and nothing looks cheesy. It has...
Except for the stuff that Lucas added.
Except for the stuff Lucas added. That's awful. Eyesores.
Yeah, it really looks like he just painted Roger Rabbit over his original.
It's just awkward.
Especially that one scene when they're driving into Mos Eisley for the first time, and like all this shit just starts coming onto the screen, and at one point You're looking right at Obi-Wan Kenobi and some giant thing covers the entire screen for no reason.
It takes you out of like the atmosphere and like the element of what's happening in the scene, and it's just like this big eyesore in the middle of the thing. You're like, that is obnoxious.
So how would you rate the movie out of 10?
I think it's like for the time, it like a 9.5 out of 10. For today, I'd say it was like a 7 out of 10.
I'd say that's pretty accurate. The really amazing thing about Star Wars is it legitimized space and sci-fi movies. Before Star Wars, most sci-fi movies were B movies.
Yeah, like it would always be shot in one building, and then they would be like, oh, an alien, and then they would shoot, and it would be like this.
Yeah, before Star Wars, I mean, nobody would have ever considered making a space drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had any idea of what Lucas's original vision for Star Wars was, it would just be nonsense. Luke was supposed to be an old man, Han Solo was supposed to be some frog man, C-3PO was supposed to be like a used car salesman character, but
What?
all of the people that worked with him kept stripping things away, saying, Lucas, no, the audience can't relate to this. No, Lucas, no, this is just
He's
nonsense.
like a little kid at a grocery store.
Well,
Lucas,
yeah.
no, put down the Oreos. Lucas, no, sit in the cart. Lucas, God damn it.
Kind of people were trying to keep Lucas in a box of understandable art, you know?
Yeah, Lucas needs to stay in the box.
Yeah.
Stay in the box, Lucas.
You let Lucas out of the box and you get the Phantom Menace.
I don't understand the reference. Lucas is like your Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, Lucas is like my Jeff Dunham.
You hate him.
I
You
do
love the
hate him.
movies, and
I
you
love-
hate him.
I love his creation, and yet I hate him. So movie number 2, Empire Strikes Back. We'll start off with saying that this is one of my all-time
This
favorite
was
movies.
my favorite one
Yeah,
out of all of them.
It's a really, really good movie.
It was good. It was really good. Even as like a movie on its own, I feel like it would be a good movie. If it wasn't a sequel, it would still be a good movie. If it came out today, it would still be a good movie, and people
Yeah,
would really like it.
agreed,
Yes.
agreed. It is a masterpiece of a film. It is Lucas's coup de grace. He didn't direct it, and that's probably why it's the best of the 3. Part of the reason this movie was my favorite when I was a kid was because of that snow scene in the beginning.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, the snow battle between the speeders and the walkers was really, really cool.
It was intense. I was like on the edge of my seat, because for real though, it was like he had to wrap the thing around him, and I had no idea how they were going to actually destroy these things. Hold on. I'm dying. Wait. I'm so tired. I would have loved to see it in the theater.
Yeah, I was really lucky as a kid. The special edition came out on the big screen, and I was able to see Empire Strikes Back on the big screen.
Wow, the big screen. Is that when they first made movies? The big screen back when you were a kid? Someone had the projector? Get a movie on the big screen. Riding your dinosaurs to the movie theaters. Get it? Because you're old?
So anyways, after the Flickr show, I thought to myself, wow, it was so cool. It was like I was in the speeder flying through the
Yeah.
legs of the walkers.
It was really cool.
But then when I grew up into the man that you see today, the movie became my favorite because it was actually a really well-written story. Han and Leia were really well-rounded characters.
I love Han. Han is like my favorite character now. He quickly became my favorite character, I think, at the one where Leia's like, I love you, and he's just like, I know.
Yeah, Han is an awesome character.
He reminds me of you. Like if you were in the Star Wars universe, you would be Han.
Yeah, I think so too. if Star Wars was a real universe and I was in that
You're
universe, I'd
definitely
be
Han.
very much like Han
Yeah.
Solo.
The smug asshole, yes. You are
Exactly. You'd be a lot like Princess Leia.
Han. How am I like Leia?
Because I want to do you?
Also, like, snakes in this movie. There were so many snakes. It was like they were supposed to order like 20 snakes, and then Lucas, by accident, wrote 200, and
Yeah,
they
it was
bought in like a
snake overboard.
truckload of snakes.
I know.
For unnecessary reasons. There was just a snake in the foreground, snake in the background,
I know,
snake on the
snakes
floor,
fucking
snake
everywhere.
there,
It was
snake
like,
fucking
oh, we
there,
got a snake that we
there,
haven't used in a
snake over
shot.
there,
Let's
oh,
create a
snake back
whole
there,
new shot
snake
just
near
for this
Luke,
one
snake on
snake in the
Snake
tree.
Wars.
Yeah, so Lucas has like a snake fetish. He's constantly like, I bet it has nothing to do with penises.
It probably doesn't have to do with penises, and I think you're projecting.
I'm always thinking about penises.
Okay, anyway, so, yeah, the second one was definitely my favorite out of all of them. I honestly think it was like, a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, and I think it's still a 9 out of 10.
10.
So the third one, Return of the Jedi, what'd you think of that one?
That was my second favorite out of all of them.
Arguably the highest production value of the
Oh
three.
my god, definitely. The spaceships and everything looked amazing. It was good. Like, everyone talked about the Ewoks in this, but honestly, the Ewoks weren't that bad. Like, when you first saw them,
Well, I mean,
like,
Ewoks
it was
were part of
cute.
the reason why people
It was,
didn't
like,
like
really
the third
cute.
one as much.
the first one was so cute, and she, like, held its hand, and, like, I just wanted to, like...
Yeah, you do really fall in love with that first
really,
Ewok.
really cute. But then they take... It takes her back to, like, the village or
Yes.
whatever happened, and
And things just get fucking boring.
it's, like, drags on for way too long. And I was
Yeah.
done with the Ewoks. I didn't care for them anymore, and it just kept happening.
But it comes around again at the end, though, when the Ewoks come out and they start beating all the stormtroopers with sticks and stones. I mean, teaching that technology can really just be beaten
Yeah.
by sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones may save the galaxy, but words on the internet can hurt you. So you go complain to the UN.
Part of the reason this is the third best, in my opinion, is because they kind of ruin Han Solo as a character. In the first two, he's like a dashing, scruffy, sneaky smuggler character, and in the third one, he's just like, "Hey, how's it going? Yeah, oh yeah, sure, let's go take over a planet, whatever." And then in the end, he says, "I love you" to Princess Leia, and she says, "I know,"
Yeah.
completely ruining his
Ruin
character.
the movie. Feminism. Look what you did. You ruined the movie.
Hun-
This is
honey.
what feminism does.
Honey,
Ruins the movie. Now
Honey.
the woman is saying, "Don't love you." This is what
honey,
feminism.
this
was.
isn't a vlog.
Sorry.
I used to like this one a lot when I was little because it was flashy and all the space battles were cool and there was lots of shiny things and flashing lights.
That's why I like it. It's like fun and there's like flashy.
Yeah, it's because
like...
you're a child.
And you're an old fuck in a suit of armor on the internet. Fuck you.
So how would you rate this out of 10?
For its time, the quality of it and like the special effects and everything, 8 out of 10. I think I would still give it an 8 out of 10 for a movie that was made today.
Really?
Because the same thing, the quality and stuff, like the kids would be like, yeah, space movie.
No, quality-wise. But how about that stupid dance number they just tossed
Oh my
in the
god, I
middle?
forgot about that, holy shit.
You
That
know,
was
in
bad.
the original cut of the movie,
That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
in the original cut of the movie, Jabba's palace is like depressing and scary, and then he just sacrifices a woman.
It's not even in English.
But like all of a sudden, like in the new cut, it's depressing and scary, and then they just throw a fucking dance number at
And
you.
it makes no sense. It's not in English. You
No.
don't understand what they're saying.
No, it doesn't need
It's
to be
just
in the
a
movie at all.
Fucking irrelevant eyesore fever dream.
Yeah.
Just thrown in there for absolutely no fucking reason. And I was cringing really. I don't even. Did you like feel me cringing? I was
Yeah.
cringing so hard. I was like,
Yeah,
my bones were like.
I know.
It was really bad.
I
And
know. Yeah, it totally ruins
Why?
the tone of the scene.
why, Lucas? Why did you get out of your box? Stay in your box. No Oreos.
So how would you rate them in order?
Second one was my favorite.
Yep.
Third one was my second favorite.
Oh no.
First one was my least favorite.
Oh my god. The first one is the best, but the second best is the original movie. And I know you probably can't see that because the quality isn't as good, but the story is so much better.
I mean, I don't know. I liked all of them, but that's my order.
Did you see that whole boycott Star Wars thing?
Yeah, I don't know. That was like a joke, but a lot of like white nationalists took it
Well,
seriously.
there were
and
people taking it seriously.
they were angry about the black guy. Why does it matter though?
Well, there were actually people that were upset that there weren't enough Asians or no Asians in the new movie coming out.
The Asians?
Yeah.
Like the stormtroopers could be Asian. You
Well,
wouldn't even
yeah,
know.
like-
Boba Fett was awesome. Boba Fett was like
was
one of my
awesome.
favorite ones out of
Yeah.
all of them. But he could have been Asian.
Yeah, sure.
He could have been black.
Yeah, why not?
He could have been a woman.
Whoa, let's not go crazy here. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, at Night at the Movies. You'll see me next time when the Star Wars Episode 7 is released. June, will you be here for that?
Maybe. We'll record it together. Do this again.
That would be fun. Well, have a good night.
Now we're gonna watch Bye. think. No.
No, we're good. Shut it down.
Shut.
Shut it down. Characters. Jesus Christ.
And that's down here.
You're knocking all my things down.
Space airplanes. What the fuck is this?
This is jetpack. That's a jetpack.
It's not spacious.
No, Boba Fett's jetpack. You're breaking all my toys! I mean, my man art!
All the people buying the toys are
Oh, I know, that's
screwed if it's
aggravating.
bad.
Aggravating.
Like, I hope they kept their receipts because...
Well, I mean, why would you buy the plastic before you know the movie's any good?
Yeah.
Like, we went to the Disney store at Times Square and it's filled with merchandise for the new movie.
Yeah, it was crazy. You were excited about that.
Well, I
You
was.
got your
It was neat to see the
yeah.
designs, but I wasn't willing to shill out my checklist for stuff that hasn't been proven to be good yet.
You bought this, and you were really excited about it,
Yeah.
and you found out this opened,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've never seen a man squeal with excitement so hard when you found out
Cut
that
this out.
the cockpit
I'm
opened.
gonna cut this part out.
You were so happy.
Oh my god.
You were so happy.
I never seen the inside of the ship
You were
before.
so-
Yeah. So join us next time, folks, for when. So join me next time.